Have the ball first. And we'll get a look at Drake Eason, who affected the game on both sides of the ball yesterday in pool play. And they'll try first, and he'll fire the deep ball downfield, and that is picked on the first swing. Eason is intercepted by Amari McClellan.
Defense.
Lester looks. Has to cut it loose. There's the throw, intercepted. And that's Kingston Henderson. Or is that, no, that's Simpkins, I believe. Zero who made the play. Yep.
Yeah, nice job by
Simpkins
Duke.
snap, and he'll get the ball thrown right back to him. Davis down the far side and measured out of bounds right around the 10, I believe. Bucks thought they had a touchdown.
You get into this little bunch formation, see what they have here. They got 3 downs.
Snap to Eason, a little quick throw. Davis the catch, slides into the end zone. Touchdown for the Buccaneers. So Dorian Davis.
Result of the play is a touchdown.
This is a man-beater route, by the way. For Dorian Davis. You got 3 guys going up the field, and then right behind him is Dorian Davis, who sneaks in. See the 3 receivers that go up? They're kind of like, I don't want to call it this, but it's a pick. 3 guys going up, and then Dorian Davis sneaks in right behind for the touchdown.
They're going for the single point on the conversion, and Eason will fire it complete to Henderson, and that makes it 7-0 in favor of the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and we know in flag football, a 2-score event, that is huge. Those are really hard to come by, especially with just the time constraints of a game.
They're going to flip it. Coming here to the near side is Henderson. He's going to launch it downfield, wide open, and scoring is Duke Simpkins. Eason to Henderson to Simpkins is the money ball here for the Bucks.
They pulled out the tricks, especially coming off the great stop defensively. You mentioned it. Eason hands it off to Henderson, and Henderson on the move throws it to a wide open Duke Simpkins, who just relays into the end zone. There's nobody from that Bears defense behind there. Good call and good execution on that play.
And just like that, it's 13-0 for Ocala, Florida. And a quick throw for the point, caught by Kingston Henderson, and it's 14-0.
Extra point attempt is good for 1.
All of a sudden, he's involved in throwing a touchdown pass to Simpkins. And Eason has thrown one as well, and there is a pick, and that's Simpkins on the pick and will slide in. Did he step out of bounds? He did at the 1. So the very next play is an interception by Simpkins off of Jackson Lester.
He's not allowed to jump and flag, so he can't. And here he is just racing in there, and now throw for a touchdown.
Yep. And that time, Eason again to Dorian Davis.
You talk about 3 quick scores.
Yeah, oh, really quick.
I mean, we blinked.
Yep.
We blinked, and it's the same play, right? It's the one play I called. That is a nice-looking young man right there.
16 seconds and 3 snaps now. Lester loads it and picked. Henderson the interception. Can he outrun Lester? And out of bounds goes Kingston Henderson with 9 seconds left. Third. Final play of the half. Into the end zone, it's caught, and that's Simpkins. What a bullet from Eason, Kirk.
Yeah. It's just experience.
So the play, touchdown is good.
See, watch, once he gets there, shows hands. So Simpkins gets past the goal line.
Running clock in this second half, and a throw and a quick catch by McClellan gets the possession started for this group from Rockford.
Flag guard, offense. Penalty occurred in the end zone. Result of the play is a safety.
So flag guard is the call, and that's a safety. Wow.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to start the second half. Your first possession, and you get the flag guard.
Yep.
Started off the second half the same way, but keeping the confidence in Jackson Lester's.
And the throw and catch this time now working up the field and into the end zone goes Charlie Gargani.
Yeah.
More known for what he does defensively, Gargani scores on the touchdown.
I love this one, right? We talk about the confidence of the quarterback. Just say, hey, put it up there. Give me an opportunity.
Result of the play,
good chance of
touchdown
getting a
Bears.
touchdown, but a high point catch right there in front of the safety. And showing off the wheels was Gargani to the end zone.
29-yard throw. They'll go for the point here. Back foot throw by Lester, and a toe tap in the corner for Corday Henson.
Extra point is good. Timeout. TV
We'll
timeout.
step aside here in Westfield. Put 4 scores on the board and have a commanding lead going to the locker room. There's a throw and a catch. Stepping out of bounds is Snowden. Eason sidearm, and that's a catch by Henderson for the score.
Nasty.
Yep.
Nasty.
Another touchdown for Ocala. Kingston Henderson has thrown one and now caught one
Touchdown
on the day and picked one.
Tampa Bay
watch
has
this throw.
to go for 2.
That's nasty right there. That's right on the button for a touchdown.
Behind the back again, and that's picked. McClellan comes up with it. And Amari McClellan is flag pulled about the 10-yard line. Twice today, Eason's gone with the for those heavy favorite today. They're one of the better teams here, but this Tampa team, and there's Snowden with a pick. An interception by Snowden, who took a hard fall on his left arm, and that's the.
Got guys who can cover that much of the field.
Yep.
It helps out those corners that play lockstep.
Eason had to hesitate, then made the throw, went off the hands.
That's Corday Henson.
Yep, and Henson comes up with a pick.
Tips and overthrows. This is a tip
play,
at the end.
Interception Bears.
There's a throw.
First down.
Just off the fingertips of Garnes.
Yep. Can they get it snapped? They do. Final play of the game. He'll throw end zone and incomplete, looking for Leon Horton. Ocala, Florida gives up just a single score. They've now surrendered just 20 points in 4 games here at the NFL Flag Championship.